Hello there folks, right, we are here today to pick up some rear brake pads and a centre section of exhaust. As those picked up, we've got new gaskets, we've got new exhaust pipe, and we've got new brake pads for the rears because the other ones are virtually worn down. There's still a bit of pad on there, but I want to get them changed anyway. This is the only way that I can fit it in the car, which is a lot of fun. So it's going to have to stay that until I get up to the ramp. So, by the power of YouTube and video film, we go from here to... we go from the other place to the car up in the air. Right, so we've got to sort this brake disc out, because as you can hear, we've got a bit of, I mean, it's moving freely and everything, but the handbrake needs
pretty much zero.
A bit of work on it. And then we're going to replace these brake pads. That one's okay. And then, oh, bearing on that seems a bit stiff, but never mind. And this one, oh, right, okay, so we need to do that, and then we need to, right, oh dear me, come here light. Right, so as you can see, I've got a couple of little pinholes in this middle section. The bracket is well, the rubber is fairly accessible and it looks in decent nick, so can do that absolutely no problem. And then we've got a bit of adjustment to do there on the handbrake. But the first thing I'm going to do is deal with these rear pads, because there's no point in adjusting up the handbrake with the old pads in, because of course the new pads are going to completely alter everything. Okay, so we'll get on. Okay, and as per usual, right, there we go. There's the wheel off. Now, what I'm going to do is undo the top and bottom bolt, take off the caliper, wind it all back in, give these slots a clean up with a wire brush. Again, apply copper grease, which I've left in the fucking car. I'm going to clean off and grease up the sliders too. So yeah, first thing I need to do is drop the car and get the rest of the bits out. Oh yes, and of course I've now got that to fix too. Right, so it is. I figured it was you saving on electricity.
No, they're all on. We've been on since 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon.
Right. Wrong way. that done, this should screw back in quite easily, but it isn't doing. I'm not too sure why. There we go. Helps, of course, if you're screwing it the right way. Now, a lot of people say that you should depress the brake pedal and open up the fluid reservoir when you do this, and you turn these things back in. But I disagree. Damn it. Right. Nope. Oh, shit. Right. There it goes. So that's all turned back in. So there's that done. Now, these should come out. Ow! Oh, you bastard! Yeah, these come out fairly easily. Now, I don't know whether you can see that, but we've got a sort of wedge shape going on there. We have definitely got uneven wear as well. I mean, let's have a look. We'll compare the two. Right. Hang on. Let's just adjust the camera a little bit, and we'll compare the two. And the wear isn't actually that uneven. So I don't know. But regardless, now as you can see, the copper grease keeps these relatively clean. So we shall find the copper grease, which I put somewhere. Right, found the copper grease. I buried it underneath the light that's shining on here. So need a small screwdriver. Right, so before I actually do anything, what I'm going to do, right now, I'm hoping you can see this, that is not right, that needs to be across. Right, so it doesn't really need that much, but I need to turn this so those, right, I'm doing my best here to show you what I'm doing. So, before fitting the pads, get some copper grease. Smear it on. I found out the other day copper grease isn't actually copper. What it is that it's a copper-like chemical solution that stops two metals reacting with each other. Now the thing is, you want to need a little bit on. Right, sit there, you fucker. Yeah, you want to need a little bit on these. Right. Then, what we do is that we put a squidge on there, and then we will spread it on there. There's plenty on the screwdriver. Right, so here's the first one going in. I'll feed it in to the feed it into the housing first, and then push it forward. Now, when that goes on, that isn't going to go on right, so we shall find the orientation of that. Oh dear me. There we go. And then we shall turn, and there you goes. You can see that slide is orientated to that pin. Okay, so the very next thing that I need to do is just bob that there, and I need to take that out. Right, and then there's not a lot of dirt in there, so what I'm going to do is just grease it back up, and then to attach that, see, there we go. This one exactly the same. Now I've not even bothered with the rubber mounts. Oh, it's raining. Not even bothered with the rubber mounts, well, the rubber bungs on these bottom pins, because I mean I don't understand the point of them, to be honest. They just seem completely pointless. And there we go, there's that on. Then we take the second one, I moved everything, and then a little bit of copper grease on, and hopefully you can see there. That's all it needs, it just needs the edges coating. It doesn't need a lot. Because remember, sort of like, you know, these things are exposed to a lot of water. And what have you. And then again, feed that in, top and bottom. Right, so I've got it on the top, but I ain't got it on the bottom. So there we go. No, we don't. Oh dear me. Right, there we is. And I don't think that's gone in. No, it hasn't. Right, yeah. There he is. Now, I'm going to put some copper grease on the back of the pin, of the pad there. Okay. Don't need a lot. Just a good. Just a nice smear. Right, And then this will go back on there quite easily. Oh right, I need to take the bolts out. And now, yeah, there's not a lot of movement there. But as you can see, it's moving really freely, which is good. Okay, so that's basically replacing the disc pad. You need to screw these back in. You can't push them back in with a G-clamp or anything like that because they're actually on a thread. If you look at one of my previous videos, I'll put a link in somewhere up there to when I actually strip down these calipers and sorry, when I strip down these calipers and rebuilt them. So you'll see exactly what the thread is. Okay, so now I'm going to go around the other side, do exactly the same. I'm leaving the wheels off for the time being because I need to do the handbrake adjustment. The handbrake at the moment is off, but you'll see better when I get in there. What I need to do is that I need to adjust it so this arm is about 1 mil off that stop. At the moment it's touching the stop, which is why I think that the handbrake's not working effectively. That and the fact that the pads were a little bit worn down. So, right, so it's on the other side, exactly the same process again.
I have absolutely no idea what we're doing here.
Take the wheel off, undo that, lift everything out, screw the piston back in, grease up all the pads, grease up these little things, put the new pads in, put everything back together. And again, I'm leaving the wheel off so I can actually see what's going on when I start to tighten up the handbrake. I'll do the handbrake once I've removed the middle section.